everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be making an ornament with the really popular theme, Little Red Truck. Let's get started. Alright, so the first thing you need to pick up is a little red truck or car of your choice. We chose this one because it was the closest we could find to replicate all the little themes that we're seeing on like Christmas bags, wrapping paper. So this is the car that we chose. We need to open this up so we can actually take our little Christmas tree that we got by the Little Village supplies in the Christmas aisle at Walmart. So we can measure the top of this to figure out how big we want our tree to be. And then we're going to use some wire cutters to cut this down to size. So I want my tree to hang over the front just a little bit so it looks kind of big for the car. And then I'm going to trim down some of the greenery to look like the trunk of the tree sticking out of the back. Now we're going to apply a little bit of glue to the roof of the car or truck and then apply our tree just to make sure when we're putting it in our ornament that it doesn't pop off. We're also going to tie the tree to the car using the twine to make it look like they've tied the tree down. So we've cut a piece of twine and we're just going to go pretty much through the tree and then wrap it around underneath of the car, and we're actually going to put the tie under the car and then cut off the excess. We're just going to let this dry and then cut off the excess, and then we'll work on putting this into the ornament. So now using our X-Acto knife and our ornament, we are going to find the seam on the side and we're going to cut a slit big enough to push the car through. I'm going to remove the top of our ornament, and now the tricky part is getting the car into the ornament. So I've cut this little slit right here. If you push on the top and the bottom a little bit, it does start to open up. Now when everything's in the ornament, you're not going to be able to see that, but the tricky part is to get this car in without the tree actually coming off. So that's why we've glued it and tied it. We glued the bottom, we glued the top, and now we've got to shove this car into the ornament. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So okay, so we have our car inside of our ornament. Everyone's going to be wondering how on earth we did that, which makes it fun. So what we decided to do here is to fill it with some Epsom salt and some styrofoam snow. The car rocks in the ornament and we wanted to keep it in place, and it kind of needed to be lifted up just a little bit so that it won't rock. So we decided to go ahead and use Epsom salt because it was big enough not to seep out of the little cut we made with the razor blade. It looks like we were going to use the snow from Walmart, but we didn't like the way it looked and it wanted to stick to the sides too much, so we used the Dollar Tree styrofoam snow and the Epsom salt instead, and it really worked out really well and keeps the ornament in place. So we just lifted up the tree with some tweezers and got the salt underneath of it, and it worked perfectly. So we used a paint marker and just put a few little white dots on the ornament to look like snow, and we also used a plaid ribbon and made a little bow to put at the top of the ornament. We tied it on with some of this brown twine, and then we also used the brown twine to make the holder for the ornament. And so this is the finished ornament. It's a lot of fun to make, and everyone's really confused how we got that truck and that ornament. So this is the next thing that we did. We took one of the little solar powered things that you buy from Dollar Tree, and we're going to use this to make a snow globe. So I'm just going to take out everything except for the tree and the light post. We're going to use the cardinal also for the top, so save that. So what we did is we just put some glue on the base, and then we glued this little old-fashioned looking red card that I also found at Dollar Tree onto the base. Now I put some glue on the base, and then I just sprinkled on some styrofoam snow all around the car, and just to cover up some of the little spots where the other things were glued down from before. So I took a make your own snow globe from Dollar Tree, and I cut the bottom off, and we're going to use this to put over the new platform that we made. So I just traced it onto some white cardboard to make a new base. After cutting it out, I just put some glue on the cardboard and then glued the little red card with the light stand and the tree to the base. And then I'm going to put some glue around that and glue the dome back on. Now I just use the hot glue gun and make some little swirly marks around the base of the globe. I want to hide the cardboard and the rough edges. So I do this, and then I take my bag of styrofoam snow and I just roll it in it to stick it to the sides. And it really hid the rough edges of the base really well. After putting the snow around the base of the snow globe, I put some of this plaid ribbon around the lid to the original snow globe, and I'm going to use this to glue it to the bottom just to give it more of a finished look. And now I just used some red twine and made a small bow and attached it to the top. And here I'm just going to take the little cardinal that I saved from the inside and glue it to the top of the ribbon, and then I also take a little holly that I set aside and glued that down in front of the cardinal. And here's our finished snow globe and all of our ornaments. They turned out really cute. I hope you like them too. And a giant thank you to everyone that's already subscribed, and if you haven't, please subscribe. And thanks for watching.